man who can do his policy, or he can try to do what President Trump wants. So we are expecting in the coming days that there will be a sincere fighting against terrorism, especially in Syria and in Iraq. And of course, there will be a very hard decisions against Iran, especially in Yemen also. So what's coming in the next days, there will be a hard or a tough measures against Iran and against the organization which is called, which is working in terrorism. As we know that 7 countries are now prohibited, the citizens of 7 countries are prohibited now from entering the United States. So more strong measures is expected to come, and the choosing of this man especially is one of major decisions to fulfill what President Trump wants in fighting against terrorism.
Right. Another retired general, U.S. Army Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, comes as National Security Advisor to President Donald Trump. General Flynn has been a lifelong Democrat. He believes that the U.S. should work more with Russia closely, especially inside Syria, fighting Daesh. How is that going to be reflecting on the situation in Syria?
This reflects the policy of President Trump to share with Russia in solving the Syrian matter. You know, President Trump is ready to cooperate with Russia, especially in Syria. They will try to put Syria under the control of both Russia and the United States, and they will finish all the organizations like Jabhat al-Nusra and the other organizations, which is considered a hard line or terrorist. And I think also Hezbollah will go out of Syria, and Iran also will be pushed out of Syria. So what you're expecting in the future, that more cooperation between Russia and the United States, and decreasing the influence of Iran and Hezbollah and the other organizations in Syria. That's why the Iranian is feeling that, and they're trying from now to giving hard expressions. They are saying that they are ready to take a hard stand against the United States, because they are feeling that in the coming days will not be suitable for them in Syria and Yemen also.
Right. Dr. Salah Abdallah, former member of parliament and political analyst, would like to thank you, sir, very much, talking to Windows and Current Affairs. And going back to you, Dr. Waheed, you were talking about the Attorney General, Honorable Judge Jeff Sessions. What's your intake about him? You were elaborating on...
we were speaking about Jeff Sessions and how he's now the Attorney General of the United States of America. And right now there were allegations against him that is racist, he's anti-white, anti-immigrants in general. And the US President Donald Trump spoke against, yesterday also, he was against judges who are confronting him or attacking his decisions, speaking that that they are politicized and they're not speaking legally, they're speaking politically, not acting legally. Right now there's a big legal debate in the United States whether actually this restriction is against the U.S. Constitution or not, or it's merely an executive order that is prioritizing national security, which is important for the
important
cornerstone in the U.S. Constitution as well.
For any country, and nobody should ever interfere. And that's why we were asking our own, privacy also to run our country and protect our national security. Remember, with the U.S. administration. So
it's a different kind of, like, according to how he perceives the Constitution. It's Donald Trump's administration perception of how to protect America's national security.
Right.
And whether the protests that are taking place all over the U.S. are with or helping America's national security or helping America's prosperity or not is a question also.
That's another question raised. Unfortunately, we only have less than 4 minutes left. And going back to you, Dr. Alrabi, so why do you think, as an Azhar scholar who is fully in recognition of the true rulings of Islam, why is Islam always delivered the wrong way, is given? Why is it falling as a victim and taken between the rock and the hard place every time and taken as advantage of? Or taken as an opportunity to commit crimes. So why is it? Why don't we observe that in other religions, like in Judaism, for example, Christianity? Why is it Islam?
Al-Azhar has a big role both in and out. We can't forget and
Islam is the victim also all the time.
Yeah, there is no hostility or conflict between Islam and any other religion. But we must confirm that there is a bad picture to Islam and Muslims after September 11, which increasing in number of hate crime towards Muslims, that we can say it is impossible to be a Muslim in the United States after September 11.
Exactly.
We must correct this.
It's impossible to carry a Muslim name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we must correct this picture more and more, reach and communicate with this organization which try to defend to religious freedom, equality, tolerance and peace in the United States and all over the world.
So are you giving it a faithful plan to be able to stand up to all these challenges facing Islam? This poor, great religion that came to save humanity?
To Muslim, we must read more and more about our Islamic teachings and try to correct these false teaching that connect to Islamic teaching and try to renewing our Islamic religious discourse that derived from Quran and through Hadith and the Islamic ethics like peace, security, tolerance, which we can't live without and can't meet our needs and our deeds without these ethics.
Right. On this excellent note, we'll have to end it here with this edition of Windows and Current Affairs. Many thanks to you, Dr. Mariam Waheed, Assistant Lecturer, Faculty of Economics and Political Science. Thank you very much, ma'am, for coming.
Thank you.
Of course, Honorable Sheikh Dr. Mohamed Alrabi, a prominent Azhar scholar. Thank you very much, sir. Very delighted and honored by you being present with us here in this edition of Windows and Current Affairs. And I guess this brings us to the end of this edition. And until next week, that's a goodbye.